Hello there everybody, Sublime92 aka Nightmare, and welcome back to Higurashi Minagoroshi. God damn it, Higurashi Kai Minagoroshi. I keep forgetting that it's Higurashi Kai. Okay, so in the last episode we got left with a choice, apparently. It feels like it's pulling an Umineko on me again, where I'm after all this time, I can finally pick stuff. So, I'm guessing, she did nothing and then watched the events unfold. Give the doll. There. I remember that Keiichi's insensitive decision eventually caused a fatal ending. That is fate. Keiichi is internally thinking that he should give the doll to Mion. She's the only one who didn't get anything, so it's a natural thing for him to give it to her. But he's feeling hesitation because Mion is such a close friend to him. He's been treating Mion as if she was a guy friend. It's weird to give a doll to a guy. Unless he's into that. He's afraid that if he gives the doll to Mion, he would start looking at her as a girl from this point onward. He wants to continue his friendship with Mion without thinking about the differences in gender. He doesn't want to ruin the relationship they have now. That's why he can't give the doll to Mion. He knows that she's the only one without a doll, but he feels so hesitant. But that's only what he thinks. Mion is not feeling that way. Mion actually wishes he would treat her like a girl. I walk closer to Keiichi so I can talk to him. If Mion hears me telling Keiichi to give the doll to her, she would resist taking it. I have to make sure that no one but Keiichi can hear me. I also have to make this very quick. I poke Keiichi's back. Huh? Keiichi. The person who really wants that doll is the one who's saying the most sarcastic things. I was going to say that, but Keiichi opens his mouth first before I say anything to him. I know. I haven't said anything to him yet, but Keiichi tells me that he knows. I feel confused, not knowing what he just meant. He turns around to face Mion, smiling mischievously. Hey Mion, if you think I would look like a pervert with this doll, who deserves to have this? Huh? Oh god. I forgot what yeah. I don't know. I'm just saying that dolls are not for guys. I see. Then I guess you can have it. Here. Keiichi tosses the doll to Mion as if he's passing a basketball to her. It's as if he's forcing to her to carry his bag or something. Mion's face quickly turns red. Keiichi feels shy and turns away from her. I'm surprised. He got my message just by getting a tap in his back. Was Keiichi always that smart? He made the decision to give it to her just by me tapping on him on the back. I don't think he would have done the same in a previous life. This is just a small incident, but this world is definitely different from the previous one. Or can it be... Perhaps he would have given that doll to Mion even if I didn't poke him in the back. Does he have the memory from the previous world? No way. He can't. That can't be happening. I know for a fact that he doesn't have any memory about the previous world, but he might have something vague left somewhere inside his heart. He might remember some of the regrets and sad feelings from the previous world. That's why he strongly felt he should be giving the doll to Mion this time. After repeating so many lives, I'm the only one who can see his slight growth. But I see it. I can clearly see it. Mion's face turns red and she insists that the cute doll would be a much better fit for Rena. Her attitude is obviously stating that she really wants the doll, but can't be honest about it. Uncle Mion just thinks that cute dolls like this are more for girly girls, you know? This the doll doesn't deserve to be owned by a tomboy like me. I know that you want it. It's written all over your face. Oh, good God, the teasing. No, it's not written on my face. You're such a liar. You're mean. Mion shakes her head with an embarrassed look on her face, pretending she's not interested in the doll. Everyone here knows that she wants it. That could be easily taken out of context. Damn it. We all look at Mion with smiles on our faces. Oops, forgot I was still going through Rika's perspective. Ah! Hey, it's not like I can only give this doll to a girl. Just think of it as my gift to you, as a friend. Is that so? So you would give a doll to a boy, too? Well, I don't know, kinda depends. Well, I would choose something else if I had a choice. But anyway, guys would never reject a gift unless there's something shady going on. It's just me being generous. Why would you refuse it? Oh. So I can accept this doll even though I'm not a girly girl? Everyone thinks Mion's reaction is hilarious. Rena can't stop chuckling. Satoko and I also start laughing. Mion realizes she's being laughed at and gets even more embarrassed. I'm offering this to you as a friend. You better take it and keep it. Okay. Uncle Mion just wants to make it clear that he's not accepting this doll because he wants this doll. You totally want it. He's taking it because you said it's a gift from you as a friend. He's taking it as a courtesy so he doesn't disrespect your generosity. Bullshit! Hanyu is cracking up too. She's laughing with a loud voice, knowing that no one can hear her anyway. But is this really a good way to resolve the problem? I thought that Mion's problem was that she wanted Keiichi to treat her like a girl in the previous life. She got the doll, but Keiichi is still not treating her as a girl. Still, Mion looks very happy right now. Maybe it's not a big deal anymore. I'm sure that Mion is taking that doll with her to bed tonight. She'll kiss the doll goodnight. I can bet on that. It's written all over her face. She's finally accepting it. It was such a challenge for me to just give her a doll. Keiichi turns around to face us, smiling bitterly. You did it, though. Yep. Damn it. It's so hard to figure out who the hell's saying it. I'm gonna guess Satoko. Yep, it was perfect. I'm impressed that you managed to do that. Ah, fucking hell. It was freaking Rika. Damn it. Mion-san was so funny. It was so obvious that she really wanted that doll. I know. Oh, and suddenly it's dark. Hey, you guys. Are you talking bad about Uncle Mion? You better stop it. No problems. No problems here. We're all good. We're all good. Don't worry about it. Don't you have to get to work? You're going to be late. You guys have to watch out. Mion seems like she wants to stay longer, but she looks at her watch and starts heading to work. Oh, that was a bit of a change there. Everyone is smiling. Today was such a fun day. Everyone had lots of fun and no one was hurt. I've repeated this same day so many times before, but today something is different. It's like I rolled a dice and got 6, and then I rolled it again, and I got 6 again. I don't know if this was just a lucky coincidence or if this was meant to be. It's as if the god of destiny is celebrating my motivation to fight my fate. Was that the was the freaking point? Damn it! Hate it when you do this to me. I could have easily gone a little bit longer. Oh, good times with Oyashiro-sama. What? I'm sorry. What? Excuse me? I'm watching TV. Oh, I'm watching TV with Satoko and Hanyu after eating dinner. It's a comedy show and the comedians are making the audience laugh. We're also laughing. Oh, that's so funny. Sure it is.
But it looks so painful. Me pa.
The three of us are having a good time, but in reality only Satoko or I are in this room. I'm the only one who can see Hanyu, who apparently didn't do the ow ow perfectly because people are upset that I can't do that! Satoko can't see her at all. Hanyu responds every time Satoko says something. I feel like I should no, wait, that's... Satoko can't hear her response, but Hanyu still responds to her when she's in a good mood. It's as if she's answering a question asked on TV. It's like a mockery of communication. She started playing this game with other people because she can't communicate with anyone else but me. Hanyu always comes to the club activity and has a good time with us too. If she could communicate with my other friends, she would have been a good friend for us. But I don't want to hurt her feelings by thinking about that. If the story of the miracle written in the old history literature is really true, if it's really Hanyu who performed it, she's someone who showed tremendous power in the ancient world. So you think Hanyu is Oyashiro-sama? But now she doesn't have any spiritual power, and I'm the only one who can even see her. Hanyu never told me how she lost her power. I just have to assume that her spiritual power diminished over time. There's a legend in the Furude family that says that a Oyashiro-sama will be reborn if a girl is born to the family 7 generations in a row. With my birth, Hanyu was finally able to communicate with a human for the first time in a long time. Does that mean that Oyashiro-sama is back? The villager's image of Oyashiro-sama doesn't match up perfectly with Hanyu. Especially when I see her lying on her belly and watching TV with Satoko, like she's doing now. I wonder who exactly Hanyu is. There's a possibility that she just might be Oyashiro-sama. It technically is in the realm of possibilities. Oh, is this Keiji's house? Oh. School! What? I've heard of something like that before, but are you serious? The world is full of good news, but most of the time it's only diplomatic things. Nothing is really true. People are just trying to be polite. But it's crazy when those stories really become true. Yeah, I'm serious. Uncle Yashiro was excited too. It was crazy how that pop-up pirate game went in the toy store yesterday.
I had no idea you could play that game like that.
I forgot this. Yeah, that's right. She always repeats herself every now and then.
I have to tell you that some of the kids around my table really wanted to play with you. Keiichi is such a genius when it comes to playing.
I wasn't... Oh, now we're in Keiichi's perspective. I think. Okay. I wasn't just playing around. I was putting in my best effort because I had no choice but to win. I guess we made it look extremely fun for an audience, though. Oh! Shion! Alright. I got the voice. I'm giving her the Maki voice.
Kei-chan always has a lot of fun in the club activities, too. The manager was saying that the Hinamizawa fighters would be so happy if Kei-chan joined their team.
I have no idea what to do with you, Chie. I really don't. I have no fucking idea.
That's right. Dr. Irie was saying good things about Mayabara-kun all night at the meeting last night. You have the ability to bring people joy, more than you think you do.
You think so?
Uncle Mion didn't bring up your name just because you're my friend. He did it because he's confident that you can take care of it.
I think I just gave her an accent.
I was there at the meeting too, and no one was against it. Mayabara-kun has such a good reputation around this village.
Is this just sucking his dick day or something?
That was a terrible joke. I'm having a hard time coming up with good jokes now. God dang it. Higurashi, what are you doing to me?
I've heard good things about him in Okinomiya, too. What he did in the match between the Hinamizawa fighters and the Okinomiya Titans was legendary.
Oh, wait a minute, I remember that. Or is it the same instance, or is it just a... No, I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. At least I think it is.
It was amazing. The reporters were there to see Kameda-san, but they were impressed by you.
They're talking about that rigged baseball game I had with Kameda-kun. The public believes that the super pitcher lost to my acute insight. Kameda-kun and I have entered a strange relationship since then, but I'm not going to discuss the details for now. Okay, it was the same thing.
What do you think, Keiichi-kun? I think you can do it. I'm backing you up, too. I think you should be in charge of the Watanagashi committee.
Watanagashi, I keep pronouncing it wrong, is an annual village festival held in June. It's supposed to be the biggest event in this village, and most of the villagers gather at this festival. Also, mysteriously, people die. Since this is a major event, they organize a committee to plan the festival a few months in advance. The festival is only 2 weeks away. And I just moved to this village, but they want me to join that committee? Okay, first of all, I don't even know what to do in the committee.
You don't need to be too concerned. We just want you to be part of it because we want you to be the host of the auction.
What the hell is that? You want me to sell bananas or something?
Let me explain it to you. We're having an auction this year as a new attraction. We're going to auction donated items just to see how it turns out. There's a long story behind it. We want to do something in which everyone can participate, using the donated item as prizes. But there were various issues going on, and we wanted to do something other than a lottery. It was originally our grandma's idea, but she didn't have any specific ideas. Yep. Anyway, we had to come up with how to utilize those donated items. Then we thought of doing an auction.
That sounds like fun. We might be able to get something like for a really good price. It's fun to just watch the show, too.
I don't know, is Keiichi good enough to be a fast talker for an auction, though?
They're all donated items, so they're free. The committees are good at making money, huh?
The profit will be going to the
Beer?
The profit will be going to the beer fund for the village committee's winter getaway trip. It's not fair.
You're not ready for beer yet, Furude-san?
Well, to be fair, she's lived 100 years. No. Nope, sorry, not happening. You're not getting any beer. No alcohol for you! I think I understand the story now, but I've never done anything like that before.
And I think you'll be able to take care of it. I think you'd do really well if they told you that you get to keep 10% of the sales.
Well, yeah. If I can get something for it, I guess I can do it.
But if you don't do well, you might get a punishment from us.
Oh, wait a minute. Satoko? Why would I agree to a risky deal like that? Don't forget that they are asking me to be involved. You know, I'm a very busy guy. You should ask my agent first. What's your fucking agent's name, Okanogi?
Alright,
These are so inconsistent.
Alright, Kei-chan. If you want some kind of compensation, we can talk about it. I really want you to be a part of this. We can make a deal.
Sounds interesting. I wonder what I should ask for.
We always talk about punishments, but it's our first time talking about a reward.
That's true. We're always fine for something, huh?
Rena's right. The whole purpose of our club activity is to get away from the punishment. Even if we win, we'd never get a prize or reward for it.
Ichi doesn't know what to do because this story sounds too good to be true. Maybe Michan can come up with a good idea. It's hard to decide on what you want, isn't it?
Let me see. How about this one? An admission ticket to Angel Malt's Dessert Fiesta?
Oh god, the frickin' maid outfits. Not again!
Don't be too cheap, sis. Why don't you give him 3 years worth of admission?
Can you even afford that?
Hey, that sounds like a deluxe reward.
Shouldn't there be like a second place prize, possibly? No, wait, that probably wouldn't work. Damn it! I heard that some people pay lots of monies to get that ticket. Are you sure you can hook me up with 3 years worth of admission?
Of course I can, but you have to do a good job.
I'm sure he will. It's going to be a fun event.
Possibly.
I agree with you. I'm looking forward to the show.
I just realized I just gave Shion the Stella voice. Whoops. Fuck it. It'll work. It's fine. It's totally fine.
Yeah, you could probably get people to line up for takoyaki that doesn't even contain octopus.
Actually, Hey, takoyaki without octopus? That's impossible. I don't know. You might be able to do it if it's just breading. You never know.
We'll see. I think you can do it.
Yes, he'd probably call it a healthy kind of takoyaki.
Are you making fun of me or what?
So, what do you think, Mayabara-kun? I think you'll do a wonderful job.
Chie-sensei is also a part of the committee. I'm sure she backed up Mion's suggestion when she brought up my name in the meeting.
I'd love to see what kind of magic he can do, too. Meepa.
Why not? Sure! This is interesting that we're just kind of switching perspectives again. I mean, I think that's kind of a normal thing, but I actually don't mind that.
The good auction always depends on how good a speaker the host is. It's going to be Mayabara Keiichi's big show. It sounds exciting.
Hey, I haven't even accepted the offer yet.
Don't worry, you can do it.
You're saying that because you don't have to do it.
That's not true.
The school principal suddenly opens his mouth. Mayabara-kun, I think you will do a great job. Why don't you take care of it as a man? I think I can do it if I have to. Mion has made me do so many different things for the club, and I've learned a lot from that. Besides, this is the first time I can get a reward without having to worry about a punishment. It should be fun, too. This is the first time so many people are counting on me like this. To be honest, I'm excited. But I am worried that I'm getting dragged into something that requires lots of work. I can't erase that thought from my mind. But I am in Hinamizawa. The people in this village won't do anything to betray me. I mean, as long as you don't leave, I think you're good. They genuinely believe that it would be a lot of fun if I became the host of this show. I've only been here for a short period of time, but I know that they are honest, good people. Fine. I'm going to do it as a man. I'll take care of it. Wait and see. I'll make it a huge auction. Don't forget to give me that Angel Moore ticket. I'll make sure to do a good enough job to deserve 10 years worth of tickets.
Good for you, Kei-chan.
Everyone gives me a round of applause. No matter. That's cool. I wonder how many times I've been applauded in my life. Ever. This is my first time. By the way, I'm surprised that no one disagreed with this in the meeting. There are lots of old people in the village committee. I'm just a young dude who just moved into the village. I know Mion has a lot of influence in this village, but I can't believe that everyone in the committee accepted me.
Most of them are hard-headed old people. But the new generation is gradually taking over the village, you know. We won the dam conflict, and now we need to evolve as a village and get to the next level. That's why we value that's why we value the involvement of young people and people from different places.
You are young and you're from a different place. You also have a good reputation, so you're the perfect guy for this.
I have a good reputation. Huh. I have no idea what people know about me.
It's probably something to do with Michan's punishments. Punishments.
I knew it! Damn it.
Alright then. I'm going to call your parents about it tonight, so please let them know when you get back home today, okay?
I'm sure my parents will have no problem with it. They will have nothing against it. They might ask me why my name was brought up, though. Possibly. Chie-sensei and the principal go back to the teacher's office after the discussion is over. We are in the middle of lunch break right now. Chie-sensei and the principal came along together. And Mion scared me by saying that she had something to talk to me about. No, my stomach is not digesting the food well. Hey, Bora-san, I heard everything. That's great!
It must be an honor to be called by the village committee.
Oh my god, why the hell are these people here? Oh, hey Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun. I would love to give that honor to you.
No, thank you. I wouldn't be able to take care of it.
I realize the whole class is talking about me now. They are saying how excited they are about Watanagashi, and they are expecting a lot from it. I think I have a huge responsibility. You're doing an entire village's auction. That's kind of a big deal. I need to do my best to succeed with it.
Oh, by the way, I forgot about something. My grandma made tons of ohagi. She told me to give them to my classmates. Ohagi.
She claps her hands as she remembers and takes a box out of her bag. She opens the lid and I see a bunch of ohagi neatly packed inside.
Wow, there are a lot. I think there are enough for everyone in the class to have one.
Ah, they're adorable. They look yummy.
For some reason, my grandma is very good at making ohagi. For some reason, she keeps slapping it with a whip, though.
That's because Sohei used to love them.
Right, I heard my grandpa used to like ohagi. He ate tons of them.
Sohei. I think we've heard that name before.
For your grandma, ohagi is something that makes her remember your late grandpa, huh?
You think so? I thought my grandpa liked canned food.
Canned food?
Actually, I guess it depends on what the food is.
You don't like canned food, right, Shion?
What? Is that true? Why?
Well, because they smell like cans. I just don't like the smell of the metal.
Really? You always forced me to eat pumpkin, but you actually have something you can't eat too?
I mean...
To tell you the truth, she hates canned food because... Hey, sis, don't you tell anyone about it.
I don't know what's going on, but I guess Mion knows a secret about Shion. Tell it to us! Go on! I guess the reason why Shion doesn't like canned food is something very hilarious. The two sisters battle for a while. Oh, Jesus. Mion fought Shion with her knee kicks, but she never expected Shion's capture suplex. I guess Shion is stronger than Mion. You hear that, Newt? Sorry.
I'd rather tell you the truth than my sis telling you guys. Well, there's this bad guy named Kasai. He once told me, when I was still young and innocent, that there is human meat mixed inside the canned food sometimes.
I've heard of an urban legend like that before.
Me too. I've heard that there's dog meat mixed inside beef bowls and worms inside burgers. Ew! Blech.
Are you serious? I can't eat beef bowls and burgers anymore after hearing that.
Neither can I at this point. You see, Satoko? Oh, sorry.
You see, Satoko, it was a traumatic thing for me.
You have my sympathy, but I still haven't forgotten about how you made me eat a full-course pumpkin meal. You need to let go of that one. That meal was delicious.
Because we're talking about this, I feel like there's something mixed up in this ohagi, too.
At least there are ohagis that I brought. You can't really trust that there's nothing mixed inside.
Oh, God. Ohagis that Mion brought. It's natural to expect that she did something to these Ohagis. What's going on? I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I don't remember anything. It must be one of those deja vu moments. Oh. I've never been in this situation, but my mind is telling me that I've been here before. Oh! Oh! He's remembering.
What's wrong, Keiichi?
Nothing. I feel like Miona's given me Ohagi before. But this is the first time, right?
Is it? Mi-chan?
I think this is the first time. You must be mistaking it for something else.
According to my memory, this is the first time Mion-san has brought Ohagis to school.
I know. You're being cautious because these are from Uncle Mion, aren't you?
Why are you acting so bossy now? That's not something to be proud of.
You're right. I wouldn't feel this way if Rena brought me Ohagis. Rena makes such a good Ohagi. She makes it small, but so neatly.
Huh? I've never made Ohagis before.
What? What am I saying? Why did I say that Rena has made Ohagis before? He is remembering! Why would I know that Rena makes her Ohagis small but neatly? Huh? I don't know where that memory is coming from. I can only assume it's an error in my brain. Miona is saying that this is her first time bringing Ohagi to us. As I tilt my head, everyone starts reaching inside the box. Rena takes one for me and puts it on the lid of the box. I stare at it closely. What am I so concerned about? Mion said that I'm concerned that she did something to the Ohagi. But it's not quite that. How am I supposed to explain this? I feel like I'm forgetting something important. I've forgotten something important. And all I have is an obligation to remember it. All that's in front of me is just a single Ohagi that came from Mion's house. I feel frustration, but I really can't think of anything. There's no way I can remember it, because I don't know anything.
Ichi, you've been staring at the Ohagi for a long time. What's the matter?
I'm having a deja vu. Don't you get it sometimes? It's your first time seeing something, but you feel like you've seen it before.
You feel like Mion gave you Ohagi in the past?
I'm sure it's just my brain going crazy. Mion just told me that she's never given me Ohagi before.
Ichi? You don't have memories of what didn't happen. If you remember something, I'm sure it really happened before.
Rika-chan tells me something strange. I usually don't take her random comments seriously. But ever since I saw her making the predictions in the toy store, I've been curious about her special power. I feel like she's telling me something deep right now. I feel strange to hear that from you since you're great at making predictions. Are you talking about the cycle of reincarnation or something?
I don't know much about religion. I just want to tell you that if you know about something, that's something that happened to you. I want you to try and remember what happened. I don't want you to treat it like it's just a mistake. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
I guess? Her serious attitude surprises me. I always thought she was just an innocent girl who fools around all the time saying, me or Nipa. But she looks like a totally different girl right now. Am I supposed to take this as a joke? But her serious look tells me that this is not the time for jokes. If that's what you tell me, I guess I got Ohagi from Mion in a different world.
I won't make fun of you, so please tell me everything. Why did you get Ohagi from me?
The more I think about it, the more I think it's just my imagination. Maybe I just dreamed about it.
I don't care if it was a dream. You should remember something about it. Please tell me.
What's wrong with her? She seems so curious about this. I don't think this story is that interesting. I start feeling uncomfortable because she's asking me so much about this. But something tells me to talk to Rika-chan about everything I can. Perhaps she can tell my fortune from my dreams. I should tell her everything. After all, she's the shrine maid of Oyashiro-sama. Well, I think I skipped school that day. I had a cold or something. My memory is scattered all over my brain, like powder. Oh, I can see myself standing in front of the door. Miona's there, and someone else is standing there too. I think it was Rena. He's trying to piece it all together. Mion brought me Ohagi so I would get better. I think she told me that her grandma made it, just like today.
And then?
Well, then I ate that Ohagi. After they went back home. Then I found something inside the Ohagi. I'm sure I saw it in a comic book or something. It's mixed up with my memory, but I'm sure I read it somewhere on the comic book. Because it can't be true.
Keiichi, tell me what happened. What did you find inside of the Ohagi?
Well, I read this scary comic book when I was young, and there was a sewing needle inside the burger. You remember what Shion was just saying? It can be traumatic when you hear a story like that when you're young. I don't remember much about that comic. I think it was about this girl who had an accident, and held a grudge against the person who caused the injury on her face. It seems more like a cheap plot now that I think about it. But since I was still a young boy, that comic really scared me. In one of the episodes, the girl cast a curse on the food. The guy eats a burger with sewing needles inside it, and he goes, "Gah!" Something like that. It still freaks me out. The picture was so grotesque and shocking to me. That became a trauma for me. And for a while, I searched for sewing needles in my food every time I ate something. Oh, that explains it! That explains why he thought he saw a needle in the Ohagi. I couldn't eat burgers for a while for that reason. And whenever the paranoia of the village was starting to affect him, he imagined that there was a needle inside the Ohagi. When in reality, it must have just been spicy. But eventually, my parents got concerned, and my hunger overcame the trauma. The stupid trauma disappeared over a period of time. I still feel worried about sewing needles every once in a while. I don't think about it all the time, though, of course. It would be disrespectful if I poked at my food when eating lunch with you guys, you know? I know no one would put a sewing needle inside the food.
But you are still scared a little bit.
Well, maybe I'm still scared about it somewhere inside my heart.
So, you saw it inside the Ohagi that me brought to you? You saw a sewing needle inside of it?
Yeah. I did. Inside that ohagi, there was a needle. Just as I feared. Why am I telling her about my imaginative story? Mion and Rena came to see me when I took a day off from school while I was sick. That never happened before, so it's obvious that my brain is just making it up. But I spoke to Rika-chan because she said she would not make fun of it.
Are you afraid of this Hohagi now? You feel like there's a needle inside of this? Is that why you're not eating it?
I realize Mion and Rena are also looking at me. They're wondering why I'm staring at the ohagi without eating it.
You don't like ohagis, Kei-chan? If you don't like them, you don't have to eat it.
Mion thinks I don't like ohagi. She feels bad that she forced me to eat something that I don't like. I feel guilty seeing the sad expression on her face.
He's suspicious that you mixed something inside that ohagi.
I immediately deny Shion's comment. No one would understand what I'm saying. Even I don't know what I'm saying. No, I know for sure that there's no sewing needle inside this ohagi.
A sewing needle? Why would Uncle Mion put something like that in there?
Of course you wouldn't. You're not the type to visit and bring something with you out of generosity. You might play a trick and mix in Tabasco sauce or something, but you'd never put needles inside. You'd never do something as dangerous as that. I know you would never do such a thing. I grab the ohagi with my hand. As I bring it in front of my mouth, I feel like I want to just check it just in case. But I tell myself clearly, "Hey, you wimp! When are you going to stop being scared of that stupid comic book? Mion brought these ohagi to treat everyone in the class. There's no way she'd put needles inside of these." I force that stupid memory out of my brain and munch on the ohagi. It's delicious.
Of course it is. There wasn't any needle inside, was there?
No way. I'm sorry. I'm so caught up by my old trauma. I feel relieved and relaxed. That actually might help explain the supposed needle that he saw too. Whenever it was actually just a permanent marker, he actually saw a needle. Maybe that's why. The next moment, I get the urge to say something to Mion. It's not a proper thing to say, but I just feel like I have to say this. Hey, Mion.
Huh? What is it?
The ohagi was very good.
Huh? I'm glad I brought them, even though they were so heavy.
I don't know why I wanted to tell her that the ohagi was good once again, but I'm glad I said that to her. I'm finally released from the strange feeling that I've been feeling for a while.
Well, Satoko should eat the pumpkin since Kei-chan just ate the ohagi. These are so sweet and soft. Your lunchbox is always full of pumpkin. You're traumatizing me.
Get used to it!
Shi-chan is trying hard to stop Satoko-chan from hating pumpkin.
Well, she's trying.
She's so passionate about it. I wonder if she's trying to make Satoko her younger sister or something.
By the time I finish eating my ohagi, we are back to our usual fun lunchtime.
Keiichi? What if...
What?
What if you really see a needle inside your food? What would you do?
That's not going to happen. Don't try and threaten me, Rika-chan.
Keiichi? But what if it really happens?
Rika-chan looks at me with a serious face as I joke around. What's gone into her today? Stop it. It's not going to happen, and I don't believe it will happen. I just overcame my stupid trauma today. That's why I make my firm statement.
I got it. Keiichi? I'm sorry I'm asking you too much. If you see a needle inside the food, it's definitely some kind of mistake. Please don't believe that it's me's fault.
You're just trying to tell me not to be suspicious of Mion, right? Of course not! I would never be suspicious of my friends. I raise my fist in the air. Rika-chan is finally happy. She smiles as if she feels relieved now. Aww. We're making progress, people! Huh. That was interesting. I liked that. Oh. Dear Lord, we are still going. I gotta give this the Higurashi treatment. I need to. The donated items for the auction are gathered at the Furude Shrine. There are so many things here! I expected to see towels and old furniture, but there are more things than that.
I even see TVs and refrigerators. These are pretty new too.
You're impressed, huh? We got donations from the stores my family owns. Some of them were display products that they can't sell, but they're still new. The model is slightly old, but they're still usable. Look at that discolored sticker that says new on there.
I think that's the good part about it. It would seem more valuable than secondhand items.
Me, people prefer clean stuff. I don't really care whether it's new or not. All I care about is the price.
Renaissance seems to be interested in furniture. Are you thinking about living on your own or something?
Maybe.
Oh no, my dad and I were just talking about redecorating the house. Brand new furniture is expensive, so I've been checking out these recycled ones.
You're changing the furniture? That's a huge rearrangement.
Yep.
Yep. My dad finally found a job recently. That's why we want to refresh our life. Your father found a new job?
Rika-chan asks her. I'm thinking the same thing. Does it mean that Rena's father was unemployed until recently?
Yeah. He didn't even try to get a job for a whole year after he broke up with my mom. I was so upset. I always told him to get a job.
Rena explains with her usual smile. It takes me a moment to realize how serious it is. If what she's saying is true, her parents are divorced and she's not in a very good family environment. Rena talks about it like it's nothing.
Your mother and father broke up?
Yep, they got divorced in Ibaraki. That's why my dad and I came back to Hinamizawa. My dad couldn't get over the divorce for a long time. He was always just sleeping or daydreaming.
The pain of heartbreak is related to the depth of the love. It's not a bad thing that your father was hurt so much.
That's a romantic way to put it. Anyway, I eventually found out that he was spending a lot of money at the bar. I looked at our bank account and I was shocked.
How low are we talking? Dear God. Oh wait, I already know this. It's only going to get worse. Especially if she comes back.
Rena's mom was a famous designer. She used to make lots of money. He got lots of settlement money upon the divorce. That's why they were able to pay for the living expenses for a while. Perhaps that was the reason it took him so long to get back on track.
Yeah, that's true. If he had no money, he would have had no choice but to work. He would have had no time to be depressed if he kept himself busy.
Getting out of the ordinary pattern of life can mess up people's cycles. I understand it because I was that way for a while after I left the academy.
And staying at home like a hermit is the worst thing you can do. You're exactly right, Rika-chan. That's why I had a talk with him. We talked about his responsibility as the head of the household and as a parent.
You're always fooling around, but you're the most reliable person in this group. I'm impressed that you even spoke to your father like that.
It wasn't a big deal. I was shocked in the beginning. I found out that my dad was spending his money on some lady, so I basically bashed her skull in and put her in a depth.
What?
As his daughter, it was so shocking. And then? What did you do? Well, I killed her. Well, it was no good when I was thinking about it on my own. I kept on thinking negatively. So I spoke to Michan about it.
All I did was listen to her. Rena was the one who faced her problem and came to the conclusion of talking with her dad. I didn't give her any advice.
But that was an important thing. Talking to people can calm you down a lot.
Is that so? If she overcame just by talking to Sis, maybe her problem wasn't that serious.
That's not true, Shi-chan. Before I spoke to Michan, all I thought about was how to hurt that lady. But I realized that wasn't a good solution at all. Talking about it with him was the important thing. So what happened after you spoke with him? Well, we concluded that he was not moving on because we had money. So he transferred the funds to a different account, and I took charge of them.
Oh!
Now my dad has to get an allowance from me every month.
Oh my god!
It's like you are his parent now.
Everyone laughs with Satoko. I'm not sure if I should laugh, but I see Rena laughing too. Well, that certainly went a different direction.
Anyway, the wealth was keeping her father from moving on. As soon as he realized the value of money, he would stop going to the shady bar and start working.
But it was perfect timing. He was getting ready to pay the down payment for this lady's apartment. That would have been a mess.
You talk about it like it's nothing, but it's a pretty serious story. Your family could have been destroyed.
That's true. If I didn't talk to Michan and kept thinking about it on my own, I don't know where I would have been by now. I think I would have tried to kill that lady.
Everyone laughs at Rena. Rena is also laughing. But I see something serious in her eyes. I think it's true that she once thought about murdering the lady. She seduced Rena's father so that she could get money out of him. Knowing how short-tempered I am, I might do the same if that happened to me. I think she made the right decision in talking to Mion instead of being irrational. I'm impressed. It's not that easy to talk about your family issues. Well, I'm glad it changed for the better. That's actually really good.
I know. It just took me a while to make the decision to talk to Michan. But that one dream changed everything.
Oh.
A dream? Yep. I was always thinking about my problems in my bed. That's why I was troubled even in my dreams.
Oh my.
In my dream, I thought about what would happen to me if I didn't do anything. I don't know if what I saw was my imagination or a prediction of the future. In my dream, I saw that lady living with us in our home. My dad and I don't smoke, but there is an ashtray in the living room. The futon in our guest room is hers now. In the bathroom, there's a toothbrush and shampoo I'd never choose to buy. It was an unusual sight.
Oh, Jesus. Satoko, those are the dead eyes.
That must have been a strange and disgusting situation.
I haven't heard from Satoko, but I heard that she also lost her parents. I heard that she went through tough times when she was taken in by her bastard of an uncle. Someone told me about that. Satoko seems to understand Rena's pain very well.
Yes, it was a disheartening situation. Eventually, I felt like I didn't belong there anymore. But then something urged me to kill her.
That sounds so realistic for a dream. What happened after that?
I realized I was a murderer. I didn't want anyone to find out about it, and I stopped trusting anyone. I spent all day at the place I buried her. I was afraid that if I left that place, someone would find out that I killed her.
That's a nightmare. I'm glad it was just a dream for you.
I don't know. I wonder if that was just a dream. I think I saw my future that would have happened if I didn't do anything about the situation. When I woke up the next morning, I shook because I was so scared. I even felt like I smelled her perfume at home. I wondered when that dream was going to come true. I was so afraid, and that pushed me to talk to Michan.
Okay, this is drastically different. That's good. You didn't succumb to murder. But where the hell is she now?
I remembered Rena coming up to me and telling me that she had something secret to tell me. I thought she got a positive result on some drug test or something.
What?
I can't talk about it like this now, but it was very serious then.
Michan really meant a lot to me. She listened to me and guided me through the solution. Eventually, we concluded that I needed to talk with him face to face. Perhaps it was not just a dream. You're right. I think it was more than a dream.
Without that dream, there's a possibility that you would have never spoken to Mion. That could have changed your life dramatically.
A dream, huh? You've had dreams too? Huh?
Shion says something in a small voice. Only Mion picks up what she said. I don't know what she said, but based on Mion's reaction, I think she said something serious. By the way, Shion usually goes to school in Okinomiya. However, she's been coming to the school in Hinamizawa as of late. I don't know why she chooses to come this far, but it seems like she's having fun taking care of Satoko. I don't know why Shion and Satoko are so close. Oh, yeah, they are certainly close. I thought they weren't close at all in the beginning. Huh. Is that true? Were Shion and Satoko always close? Huh?
Now I know. It's important to talk to other people.
We'll have fun in a normal way. We'll laugh together in a normal way. And we'll fall in love in a normal way. We won't doubt each other. We will trust each other.
Friends have greater meaning than I thought. You can talk to them about anything. I finally realized that.
You're right. You resolve not only your family issue, but you also realize the importance of friendship.
Yes, if anyone is troubled by something, I want to help. I really do. I want everyone to think that they can talk to me about their problems. Rena is saying something very important.
Rika-chan is right. We all nodded at her without joking around. A moment later, we hear someone locking the door. We were all surprised. That person didn't mean to lock the door. I guess she locked it by accident, not knowing that it was already open. She turns the knob, thinking that it's unlocked. Huh? Huh? Is anybody inside? The lady knocks at the door. I can hear several other people outside the door.
Oh, sorry. Let me open it.
Mion replies in a loud voice and walks toward the door. I hear her greeting the ladies from the village committee.
Hey, will you guys lend a hand?
What is it? I immediately see why Mion called us. The people from the village committee brought another donated item. It's an old chest. We all carried inside the room. As I walked through the door, I realized the Higurashi are starting to cry instead of the cicadas.
I heard you're going to host the auction, Mayabara-kun. Everyone thinks you're the best guy for the job. I'm looking forward to seeing you there.
What the hell's wrong with your voice? I'll do my best, but please don't expect too much from me.
Whatever you say. You're here today so you can come up with an idea of how to sell these items. Let's be excited for the show.
I'll make sure I'll be there. The other ladies smile and tell me that they're looking forward toward it. It hasn't been that long since I moved to this village, but these people offered me a huge responsibility for the festival. That means they've accepted me as a member of this village. I caused so much trouble where I lived before that I couldn't even go outside, but they're accepting me as a member of the village? I'm so happy. I feel bad that I still haven't learned all of their names, but I'll do my best to entertain the villagers who support me. What are you going to do, Mion-chan? Are you staying here?
No, we're going home now. Right, Kei-chan?
Yep. I got a good idea of what we have. I should be fine now.
I'm not interested in Watanagashi, but I still want to see his auction. I think I'm coming to the festival.
Oh, good. Best girl will be there.
You should be there, Shion-chan. San. It'll be fine if we all hang out together. Objection. She lives in Okinomiya, so she should go to the festival there.
I think Shi-chan should come. I think it'll be fun to see Mi-chan's reaction. Since most of us want her to be here, it's decided she is going to come.
You hear that, sis? You'll be in my shadow on the day of the festival, but at least let's be nice to each other.
I hate Shion, I hate Shion, I hate Shion! Whatever they say, I know that they're actually close. The more Mion tries to refuse her, the more it's obvious that they are really close to each other.
Let's go. Make sure you get everything. I'm turning off the light now.
We make sure that we didn't leave anything inside and leave the room. I look around the shrine yard while Mion locks the door. This big shrine yard will be filled with people on the day of the festival. This place is going to be the site of the festival. I can't even imagine it. I'm so excited.
We're going to have lots of booths. It'll be packed with people. I think you'll be surprised. Surprised.
I wish they'd do it every season and not just once a year. But there's someone who comes here every season, remember?
Huh?
Who are you talking about?
I know who that is. It's that photographer I met the other day, isn't it? What was his name? I don't know. Something to do with Flash or something. I wonder.
You know Tomataki, Keiichi?
That's right. Tomataki-san. I met him on my way back home. Rena and Mion told me about him. He's a big guy, but kind of polite. He comes here every year to take pictures, right?
That's what he claims.
Yeah, right.
I feel like Watanagashi is close when I see him. After Watanagashi, the summer starts.
That's right. But the cicadas are already crying because it's getting hot early this year.
I heard on TV that this year is unusual. It's something to do with global warming.
I love a hot summer. It's not a proper summer if it's cool.
That's true. I like the different climates of the seasons. Cool summers and warm winters disappoint me. Yeah. We have to be passionate like the hot summer too. How many of us are going to be there at the festival? It's going to be a battle of 6 evils.
Once again, we'll have a great Watanagashi this year. I agree. I hope we'll have lots of fun.
Hopefully not the stabby kind. Hey, Rena, don't you know? What Rika-chan says is not just her hope. It's a prediction. If Rika-chan is telling us that it's going to be great, it really is going to be great. That's our fate. Right, Rika-chan?
Yes, that's our fate.
Rika-chan smiles. Her smile assures me that the day of Watanagashi is going to be a great day for us. The auction is not going to start right away, is it?
No, it's not. It's going to be right before the ritual dance, so we'll have plenty of time to hang out together. That's right. It's your first festival. You deserve to have fun. After Kei-chan's auction, we get to see Rika-chama's ritual dance. That sounds great.
That means I don't get to see Keiichi the whole time. I have to stand by for the dance.
You're going to be in the show too, Rika-chan? What is that dance all about? Are you going to do something traditional because you're the shrine maiden?
There's a dance and a ceremony to pay respect to the khan inside the futon. You should root for Rika-chan too, Keiichi-kun. You see? It's so adorable when Rika-chan dances in her shrine maiden outfit. I want to take her home.
Oh shit, Rika, run! I've never seen a real shrine maiden before. I don't know, in another world line I certainly saw them. I'm sure Rika-chan would look so adorable. Only those who've seen Steingate will get it. I'm getting more excited about the Watanagashi Festival. Rena, Mion, Shion, Satoko, Rika-chan, and I. The 6 of us will have such a good time at the festival. How many more days do we have left? I've never been this excited about a festival in my life. It's all good. Hmm? Hmm? Satoko snoring. Satoko is either with Shion or Rika right now, so.
Satoko's snoring sounds so subtle as I stand by the window like this. Satoko? I can tell that she's sound asleep. Oh, it is Rika.
She snores so cutely.
Hanyu laughs and tries to poke Satoko's nose. I look up at the sky. Nothing is different about the moon, but the moonlight seems warmer than usual to me.
Rika, you seem to be in a good mood.
Yes, I think I am. I realize it after Hanyu points it out. I think I'm in a very good mood. Otherwise, I wouldn't be enjoying the view of the moon on a humid night like this. I feel like bringing a toast to the moon. As I root around the back of the closet, Hanyu speaks to me, sounding noticeably upset.
Rika, don't you even think about drinking? Oh, don't you even think about drinking?
I deserve it. Just tonight. Hanyu doesn't like alcohol. If I drink, Hanyu will also taste it. She always complains when I try to drink. That's why I usually drink only when Hanyu is away from me. Of course, she'll know right away when I drink it, but it's too late by then.
No, you can't. You're too young to be drinking.
It's my body. I'm going to make my own decisions.
No, I hate alcohol. You can't drink.
I don't want to fight with you tonight. I'll dilute it with orange juice so you will like it. Is that a deal?
That's not the point. I hate being drunk. You can't drink.
Hanyu jumps around and complains. She's making a lot of noise right where Satoko was sleeping. Stop that, you're going to wake her up.
No, I'm not. Remember? You're the only one who can hear me. Yahoo!
What? Who do you think you are? I go to the refrigerator and take out a pack of orange juice and the spicy kimchi I usually use for her punishment.
No, fuck you!
Let me ask you, would you prefer if I ate this spicy kimchi to punish you, or rather than drink a sweet orange juice cocktail while enjoying this beautiful moon? Hanyu clenches her lips and jumps up and down, ready to burst into tears. She should be disciplined for being noisy like that. But she's never been disciplined because I'm the only one who can hear her. Besides, she's like air, so I can't even spank her butt. Hanyu loves sweet food, but she really hates spicy food. That's evil. Rika, would you stop? Oh. Rika, would you stop jumping around? Satoko wakes up suddenly and I hide my glass in a hurry. Satoko doesn't know about my drinking habit.
Hey, what time?
Hey, what time do you think it is? She falls asleep again after speaking. See, she was bothered by you jumping around like that. Stop being loud.
Oh.
Just like I'm the only one who can see her, I'm usually the only person who can hear the noise she makes. However, that's not the case all the time. Hanyu does exist in this world,
That means sometimes people can actually hear and feel her existence. Maybe she really is the incarnation of Oyashiro-sama. It doesn't happen too often, and most people think that he just heard some random noise. Based on my experience, people who are in a critical condition like Satoko tend to recognize her noise. And when I say critical condition, I mean people at level L4, as Eri would describe it. At that stage, there's nothing that can be done anymore. They will feel the existence and hear the noises of someone that they can't see. That would really mess with their mind. Hanyu starts jumping up and down and gives up as I start pouring alcohol into my glass. I'm not drinking because I want to be mean to Hanyu. In fact, I wish she would enjoy it too. I pour only a little bit of wine inside the glass and dilute it with plenty of orange juice. This cocktail is pretty much just juice. But I also put some crushed ice inside the glass. It looks like a real cocktail they serve at the bar. See, Hanyu, this is not too bad. I lick the edge of the glass and see how she reacts.
I guess it's not that bad.
Good. I'll be drinking this tonight. Don't be afraid anymore. Alright. Hanyu has been scared of that kimchi punishment for a while. As I put it back inside the refrigerator, she seems relieved. I take the glass and head back to the window. There's no breeze, but it seems a little bit cooler. Hey, Hanyu, do you feel that something is different this time?
Are you talking about Keiichi and Rena?
Shion, too. Everyone remembers a little bit about their past. They seem to be using those memories to avoid their fatal mistakes.
I don't think it would be a surprise if this was happening individually. But I think it's strange that this is happening to everyone.
I always think of my fate as a board game. Specifically chess. Although chess doesn't really require a die, does it? I feel like I rolled a die 3 times and got 6 on all 3 tries.
I think that's a good way to describe it. But I don't think this is the miracle that you've been waiting for.
I know what she's trying to say. She's telling me not to have high expectations. The die is designed to have 6 sides. It's not a miracle if I roll it and get 6. A true miracle is when I roll it once, but get something like 10, just like what happened with Keiji in a previous life. In other words, a miracle is something that would normally never happen. Keiji gave the doll to Mio. Rena spoke with her father, and Shion started taking care of Satoko after remembering Satoshi. That's all because they had those intentions somewhere in their heart. Yay! Happy Shion with happy Satoko, thank you! I needed that! It was only a side of their die that was engraved in there already. Perhaps this is not a miracle, but just a very lucky occurrence. I'm sure it was God's way of celebrating because you are finally motivated. That's Hanyu speaking.
I'm sure it's God's way of celebrating because you're finally motivated to change fate.
I thought you were one of the gods.
You only treat me like God when you're trying to tease me.
I was just kidding. Don't be too sad. Anyway, that's why I'm in such a good mood tonight. I lift up the glass of orange wine and give a toast to the moon. It tastes like nothing but sweet orange juice. It's funny to see how Hanyu makes a happy face as I take a sip. I wonder if I can escape the death of the 58th year of the Showa era this time.
I think this might be the last time we'll have such a fortunate start like this.
No matter how hard I try to prevent things from happening, there are some things that I can never control. It's such a huge letdown when that happens. When I try so hard, something renders my efforts infertile. I think I've been wasting my time because I was trying to escape from that pain. For the first time, I've been blessed with a favorable situation in my life. Everything seems perfect in this world. There's no reason for me to be depressed. It's like the weather is perfect and the wind is in its best condition. I can't blame it on anything if I don't succeed this journey. I understand what Hanyu is trying to say with the concerned look on her face. choice. If I don't get away from my death under this fortunate situation, I have to accept that my fate is not something that I can change. This is an ideal world where all of my friends overcome their problems. I'm always in a depressing world, but this time all the pieces of the puzzle match. If I can't change my fate in this world, it's proof that I can't change it in any world. That's the ending that I've been afraid of for a long time. Losing hope, and losing my emotions. But I'm probably the only one who's going to die. Hanyu will probably remain there even if my emotions die. I think she's afraid of being alone after I lose myself. That's why she's telling me not to expect too much. I bite the ice chip inside my mouth. The cold ice feels good. Hanyu. I know we've been over this many times, but I want you to think about me again.
Sure. You want to know why you're getting murdered in the 50th year of Showa?
Yes. A strong will becomes fate. That means I get murdered in this year because of someone's strong will. Someone really just wants to kill you, but we don't know who it is.
I think you're right.
Who will benefit from killing Furude Rika?
If that person has a strong will, there must be a clear motive.
It's weird that I'm saying this, but I think most people... Wait. Most people like Furude Rika. Oh, right. I don't think any villagers would have a motive to kill me.
The people who live in this village are all fond of you.
Thanks to you.
Oh, well.
I'm just showing you my appreciation. Anyway, we now know that the Sonozaki family is not the culprit. I have no idea who else would want to kill me. Plot twist! It might be... Neo, Takano, Dr. Eri... I'm not gonna suspect Oishi. Akasaka, definitely not. He was wanting to protect Rika. So again, he's totally off the list. He has no reason to want to do that. The most likely suspect would either be Takano or Eri.
I know. This village is supposed to be the safest place in the world for you.
You're right. It's supposed to be the safest place. There are plenty of people who would protect me here. It's ironic. For a long time, I've been refusing all those people who are trying to keep me safe.
Rika? I think we should rely on Eri.
People in this village love me and they cherish me. But they never saved me when I tried to get away from the fate of my death. I spoke to several villagers in the past, but they never believed me and none of them saved me in the end. I think they didn't believe me because I had no idea who was trying to kill me, or what the motive was. If I could explain that, people might believe me more readily. Maybe it's just an Oyashiro-sama fanatic and they're just trying to release the spirit of Oyashiro-sama. That's a possibility. But I can't do anything about it. No one believes the little girl who is saying that she's going to be killed without rhyme or reason. All they think about me is that I'm the rebirth of Oyashiro-sama and the leader of the Furude family. They do cherish me, but they won't protect me with their lives. On the other hand, Eri and his people are totally different. They realize how special I am, and they would try to make sure nothing would happen to me. If I can confess to them that my life is in danger, I'm sure they would do their best to prevent it. They have all the means to keep me away from violent situations. However, none of it really worked in the past. It's not that they don't have enough power, it's because Takano, the one responsible for protecting me, also gets killed on the same day every time. In other words, asking her for help is completely useless. Damidaze. Zen zen damida. She's supposed to be reliable, yet she's not reliable. It's ironic that I'm the only one who knows the reason why they can never save me. I wonder if that's the murderer's plan. Toмотaki and Takano get killed because they're my guardians. Then I get killed after them.
I think Takano's death is definitely related to your death.
If it's the same fate,
I mean, if the same suspect is killing them for the same motive, I might be able to change my destiny by preventing their deaths.
I don't know if you remember, but we've tried that once before.
The deaths of Takano and Toмотaki mean the loss of my protection. Because the two of them die, the suspect is able to kill me. That's why I've tried to prevent their deaths somehow, but they never believed me. I tried so hard to persuade them, but they didn't listen. I eventually gave up and just thought of their deaths as fate. It's the same hopeless feeling I used to have toward my parents when I was able to go back farther in time. Farther back in time. When I found out that death was their destiny, I lost interest in them. After many times had passed, I forgot how I used to try so hard to prevent my parents' deaths. Besides, I thought you hated Eri and his people.
Yeah, they look at us as nothing but their guinea pigs.
I support them so I can help Satoko, but it disgusts me to think that they're only using me as a test subject. I've been resenting Eri for that reason. But I'm supposed to be closer to him. After all, he's the only person who understands how important I am. He's the main person I should be talking to, and he has the most potential for protecting me. I can't just avoid seeking help from him just because I don't like him. I've asked him for help several times before, but Toмотaki and Takano get murdered even so, and it ruins everything. After their deaths, Eri will panic and he'll be useless. That's why I gave up on seeking help from him. But I've been blessed with a positive situation in this world. I will never have a fortunate start like this again. This is the best chance I'll ever get, so I should give it my best shot. I really don't like him at all. But he's not a bad person. I should respect him more. He's serious about helping Satoko, and he's not as crazy a scientist as I think. No, trust me, I've seen a mad scientist. Takano is a strange person too, but she's also someone who can give me great support. But she thinks I'm only her guinea pig. That's why I don't really want her help. Toмотaki is more reliable than Takano, but the biggest problem is that he only visits this village a few times a year. On top of that, he always dies before I get killed, so he can never help me. However, they must be the people I should be talking to. If I can change the fate of their deaths, they should be able to save me from my death. Perhaps I was able to live until the 58th year of Showa because of their effort. I think I'm going to try to talk to them one more time. But don't worry, I don't have any expectations of them helping anyway. If they die, I'll still be fine.
Oh, you're such a cruel girl.
I chuckle at her comment. I'm sure that they will change my fate if I can prevent their deaths. I think I'm going to talk to them based on the notion that they will be killed. I'm going to ask them how my safety can be assured after they die. That way, my life will be protected even after their own death. Huh, that's an idea. I'm sure that they will offer me the best protection plan, but I will lose it as soon as Toмотaki and Takano get killed. That's why I never get their protection after Watanagashi. Hence, I get killed. In other words, I'm pretty sure that the killer's target is actually only me. But as long as Takano is alive, I'm protected by a strong security plan. It prevents the killer from killing me. So in order to kill me, the killer murders Toмотaki and Takano, the core of my protection team. That way I'll be exposed to the suspect. I realized that their fate and my fate are connected. That means that once they are killed, my death will be definite.
You should know what you have to do first, then.
Yes. I have to think about saving their lives before thinking about mine. I think it's ironic. I gave up on them because I was more determined about saving my own life. That is interesting that we have to kind of keep them safe in order for Rika to stay alive. Huh. Kind of makes sense, though. But I finally came to the conclusion that I must help them first before I help myself. But I still don't understand. The killer must be killing me with a strong motive. However, no matter how much I think about it, I can't think of someone who would want to murder me. I can only think of people who want to protect me. They would do anything to save my current environment. In fact, they made my mom disappear, too. I don't even care about my mom anymore. I never got along with her, and she's the only one who took my father's death the wrong way. Made a huge deal out of it. She got what she deserved. Jesus. I'm a valuable guinea pig for them, and I can be a bomb, too. No one benefits from making me explode. There's only disaster awaiting if that happens. Lots of people will be lost, and nobody would gain anything from it. According to Takano, my death would be like the eruption of a volcano to the village. I'm not interested in what happens after my death, but they are really concerned about it. They are paying attention to me every day, so I don't accidentally hit my head on the corner of a block of tofu and die. Is tofu really that hard? It's fair to say that they are here in order to prevent the eruption from happening. I would be suspicious of them if they were going to gain something from my death. But everyone knows that's not the case. My death would create nothing but a disaster. They are benefiting from my existence now. Perhaps it's not about a profit, but about a grudge. Maybe someone has a strong grudge against my family and kills me not knowing that I'm the bomb of the village. Plot twist! Satoshi's the villain. Nah, we know he's not. He's good. That's why I was suspicious of the three powerful families, especially the Sonozaki family. However, after observing them in numerous worlds, I feel that's not the case. I felt that way in several lives, but it always had something to do with that incident with Keiichi and the doll. It always comes back to that! It's clear that there's nothing going on between the Sonozaki family and my family.
In that case, it must be some crazy worshipper.
If it's not about profit or a grudge, it might be someone who has crazy religious beliefs. That is true. We've had 4 murders in a row, which we refer to as the curse of Oyashiro-sama. It would be interesting if the reincarnation of Oyashiro-sama got killed on the 5th year. I'd hate to be killed simply because it's interesting, but I think that's one possibility. Ironically, I would have to suspect Takano if that's the case. Takano is famous for being a biased researcher of the village traditions. She's only interested in the village's history because she already knows who I am. She's doing the research based on the notion that I'm important, so she should have no reason to kill me. She would desire to keep me close to her as a research sample. It's hard to believe that she would kill her favorite toy. She might be willing to kill someone who would try to harm her little toy. That is a possibility, yes. I will never find out no matter how hard I think. I just know that someone is definitely going to kill me. I don't care about anything else as long as I can get away from that fate. No, I take that back. I want to escape my deadly fate, but I also want all of my friends to be happy. And I want the rest of my life to be happy, too. I don't want to hide myself in the forest for a long time just to get away from my murderer. In fact, I've tried that once before, but I still had the same ending. Living in the forest was a horrible experience. I think I was able to survive until July that time. I think that's the longest I ever lived. I smiled bitterly and finished the rest of the orange wine in the glass. Actually, I guess that technically could have been the longest amount of time that you've lived, actually. I must talk to Eri again. I don't like him, but they are my only hope. It's getting late. I should go to sleep now.
I think so too. Good night.
I lie down and close my eyes, but I can't fall asleep right away. Suddenly, I remember Rena's words out of nowhere.
It was no good when I was thinking about it on my own.
I'm not thinking about it on my own. I'm talking it out with Hanyu. Now I know.
I know it's important to talk to other people. Friends have greater meaning than I thought. You can talk to them about anything. I finally realized that.
After I asked Takano for help, should I also talk to Keiichi? I've told him before in my previous lives, but he's never believed in me then. Well, it's worth a shot. Ah, there we go.
Me and me. Double the me. All right. What do we got? Is this going to be another Rika one? Rika always thought that there were 4 members in her family. She could clearly see all of us. Her father, her mother, and me. She had no idea that I was invisible to anyone else but her. Oh!
My appearance is different from other humans. I may look like a human, but I can't hide my horns. It's obvious that I'm not human. I hope that since Rika has seen me since she was a baby, she wouldn't be bothered by my ugly horns at all. And that hope came true. As these chicks believe whatever they see first as their parent, Rika accepted me as her family as a matter of course. Even though I have these horns. Rika and I have been close ever since the day she accepted me as a family member. I became closer to her than her parents. I couldn't even remember the last time I was able to communicate with someone. We stayed together all the time. But her family, especially her mother, denied my existence. Since her mother strongly denied me, Rika and her mother became distant. Rika didn't learn certain things that many children learn from their mothers. That's why I taught her instead of her mother. It's ironic how that made her mother resent Rika even more. Rika used to fight with her mother a lot about how she talked. I guess she talked very similar to me. Besides the fact that she didn't get along with her mother, Rika was a pretty normal girl. She was just like Satoko. She loved running around the woods and doing mischievous things. However, in June of the 58th year of the Showa era, Rika's life was taken. All we want is a happy life for Rika. All I can do is to find a way to that bright future. It's sad to repeat the same tragedy over and over again. Although it's devastating, we can still find happiness within this endless world. Verde Rika's destiny is a tragic dead end, but I'm secretly enjoying the fact that I get to spend more time with her than what normal people can enjoy. It's not just Rika. They may not see me or hear me, but being with Satoko, Mion, Rena, and Keiichi is also a very fun thing for me. I can never be one of them, but I'm still with them.
Huh. That was interesting. We got a little glimpse into Hanyu. Huh. Okay, so we managed to change a couple of fates that... Wow. I wonder if there's going to be more options for the tale that might, result in different fates. Unfortunately, we still have no idea who Rika's killer is. I mean, I'm not going to rule it out, but... It seems like Rika and Hanyu don't even know who the killer is. It's like, that's the portion of, they don't even know. So, I wonder. I don't know. Surely I couldn't know. I'm not gonna rule out the possibility, but I'm still gonna go with some theory that, Eerie might be involved. And if I happen to be wrong, I will apologize. If I remember to. I'm not entirely sure what to believe anymore. But I'm liking this different tale. Such as, the detail of Shion and Satoko having a much happier relationship. And, Shion actually doing what Satoshi wanted her to do. That makes me extremely happy. Also, sorry for the call out there, Newt. I doubt he's even watching this. But, oh boy. I'm trying to rack my brain to figure out who the killer is. It might even be somebody that I never even saw coming. That's I need to think outside the cat box this time. So with that, that's where I'm going to end it. Hope you guys liked the extra longer episode, but anyway, thank you all so much for watching. My throat is killing me right now, and I'll see you guys in the next video.